Welcome to Get to the Point. I'm Phil.
I'm Johnny.
And today I am going to go on a bit of a Nintendo tangent. We have talked a lot about, like Sony and PlayStation lately, but I think Nintendo needs a little bit of love. First of all, the thing I'm so over the moon excited for is that the new Smash Bros comes out on December 6th, which is next Thursday. So I'm so excited. It's supposed to have every character from previous versions. So I don't know if are you a Smash Bros fan?
Kind of. I don't even think I played the last one, so I'm not that big of a fan.
Disappointed.
But, yeah.
I'm disappointed. But in any case, this new one, it's going to have tons of levels and items, and it's going to be like the biggest Smash Bros ever. And I'm so excited. I hope to talk to you guys so much more about that after it finally comes out.
Yeah, I'll have to get into it first.
But what has come out is Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee.
Yes.
Now, when I first heard about these games, I was, let's say, unenthused.
Okay.
I was not excited. I thought that they were kind of releasing a vanilla version. But I've been talking to a few people, I've been looking at some reviews, and apparently they have remastered essentially Pokemon Red and Blue.
Okay.
And they have put it in a 3D world with new graphics and some new dynamics as well. So instead of battling wild Pokemon like you used to, you catch Pokemon like you would in Pokemon Go. So you do a little flip and you throw your Pokeball.
Okay.
But there's so many different dynamics. You can chain Pokemon. Not chain Pokemon. You can catch Pokemon.
Chain them up, yeah.
Chain them up. No.
What kind of game is this?
Free range Pokemon.
Okay.
Free range Pokemon. What you can do is, if you catch a wild Pokemon, you can then catch another of the wild Pokemon, of the same wild Pokemon, and they have an increased chance of having better stats the more and more of them you catch.
So you how does that work? Like you combine them, or they just work together?
No. So you catch one, and you goes to your Pokemon box or whatever. Then if you catch another one of the same thing, it comes up with a chain times 2, and you catch more and more and more. And the more you catch, the better IVs and stats your Pokemon have, and the higher chance it has of becoming shiny, which is kind of neat because in the original, or not the original, but in the other versions of Pokemon, I had never ever caught a shiny up until Pokemon Go, and I have been playing Pokemon for over 20 years. I remember playing Pokemon Red on my Game Boy Color, the Christmas that it came out, and I put hundreds of hours into that game. So I don't know. I was really unexcited about it, but then a friend of mine from high school was over the other night, and I hadn't talked to him in a couple of years. Yeah. But he was talking to me about it, and he says he absolutely loves it. So I'm really excited for some Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. But I don't think I'm going to buy it until after Christmas. Mom, Dad, siblings, if you're watching, maybe that's something you could get me. But a game that I really love for Nintendo, since I'm on a Nintendo kick, is Octopath Traveler.
I know absolutely nothing about it. Never heard of the series. Nothing. So
it's not a series. It's this new game.
Okay, so
I'm not sure on the studio off the top of my head, but basically it's like a classic 2D RPG in a 2D world, 2D characters, but I'm not saying this well.
Is it 3D world with 2D characters?
Okay, so it's like a classic 2D RPG, but the environment has 3D aspects to it. So as you walk your 2D character through town, as you walk past a house, the background will shift. So really cool 3D backgrounds. It's got classic style Final Fantasy battle styles, but there's a new twist on it as well. And where the name comes from, Octopath Traveler. At the very beginning of the game, you can choose one of 8 different protagonists to start the game on, and you follow their main story. But then as you get plopped down in various places in the world, depending on who you start as, you travel around this world, and you can pick up all of the other 7 protagonists, and they can join your party. And you can form a party of 4 and go through this world. And it's so cool. It's got some voice acting. It's got some really neat dynamic effects.
Do each of these do each of the characters, do they all have their own kind of storyline?
Yeah,
or
they
is it
all have.
kinda-
Yeah, sorry, I am not explaining this as well as I wanted to.
Yeah.
So
No worries.
there's 8 different characters. There
Yeah.
is a merchant, there's a knight, there is a thief, a scholar who's like a wizard basically, a priestess who's like a white mage,
Okay.
A hunter. Basically, there's like a good and evil version of each character, kind of.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
so the merchant and the thief have very similar traits, but completely different abilities.
Yeah.
The knight and the hunter have similar traits as well. They like every character has a different way they can interact with NPCs. So the
Really?
merchant, you can go and you can buy items from NPCs.
Yeah.
As a thief, you can steal them. When you're the
Oh,
knight, you
okay.
can challenge people to a duel.
Oh, seriously?
And you can beat them in a duel, and you gain experience or items, or you can gain access to different areas. The opposite of the knight is the hunter, and the hunter provokes people. So they'd be like, hey, I want to start a fight.
Yeah.
And then, you know, if you fail to provoke them, like there are negative consequences.
Yeah.
There is an apothecary who's kind of like an alchemist, and they can inquire. So as you go around town and talk to people, you can learn their backstory. Sometimes it unlocks, you know, a discount at the inn or new shop or
Yeah.
items at the weapons store.
Oh, I see.
And the opposite to his ability would be the scholar who can investigate. So sometimes you'll get to
Oh,
town
yeah.
and there's like a crime and you have to break it.
Nice.
So it's a really neat game if you love classic RPGs and you're looking for something that gives you like a nostalgic feeling but is different.
Yeah.
This game I cannot recommend enough. It almost snuck
okay.
under my radar, and one of my
Yeah.
friends told me about it. I watched him play it for about 30 seconds, and I went out
You
and,
were
bought,
just
and
sold
I
on it.
went out and bought it
Yeah.
because it just knew it was something I would love.
Yeah.
But if you have some games you love for Nintendo or otherwise, we would love to hear about it because we always need things to talk
yeah,
about.
Absolutely. So, thank you for watching. This has been Let's Get to the Point. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Phil.